So this afternoon we'll be showing you the diver physical fitness test standards. The diver physical fitness test is a 5 exercise test with a 450 meter swim, a push-up, a curl-up, pull-ups, and then a 1.5 mile. To start, we will be starting with the 450 meter swim. You can use breaststroke or side stroke, and it must be completed in 12 minutes and 30 seconds or less. The swim is a timed 450 meter swim. The student must complete the swim as quickly as possible using the side stroke or the breaststroke. Both strokes must be conducted without an overhand recovery, i.e. the student's hand must remain below the surface of the water. My demonstrator will now conduct the breaststroke and then the side stroke to show what both of those strokes look like. Here he is completing the breaststroke. The timer shall signal the start of the event. Students will call out their lap number as each lap is completed. Students may push off from the sides with hands and feet after each pool length. Resting is permitted by conducting survival float or by treading water. Students shall not stand on the bottom of the pool or hang on the side of the pool. Upon completion of the final lap, the student will call out time and the timer will call out the time to the nearest second. The event is terminated if the student completes the prescribed distance, receives or requires assistance, uses the overhand recovery, or uses the bottom or side of the pool to stand or rest. After this, you would get a 10-minute rest. Here he is finishing with the side stroke.
Great time.
After 10 minutes of rest from completing the swim, the next event will be the push-up event. The student shall begin in a front-leaning rest position with the palms of the hands placed on the deck directly beneath or slightly wider than the shoulders. This is one difference from the DPFT. Both feet shall be together on the deck. The back, buttocks, and legs shall be straight from head to heels and must remain so throughout the test. The toes and palms of the hands shall remain in contact with the deck. The feet shall not contact wall or other vertical support surface. The student may only rest in the up position while maintaining arms, backs, buttocks, and legs in a straight position. You cannot flex in this position. The event is ended if the student touches the deck with any part of his or her body except for the hands and feet, raises one or both hands or feet off the deck or ground, fails to maintain back, buttocks, and legs in a straight line from head to heels, or receives more than 2 verbal warnings for executing incorrect procedures. Demonstrator, please demonstrate DPFT push-ups. You can see here that he's going all the way down without touching the deck. He's breaking the 90 degree with his hands, and he's keeping his body in a generally straight line. All right, now show the rest position. This is the rest position. If you flex your back or you sag your butt, you will be terminated. You cannot pick up your hands or move them around like you can in the APFT. The DPFT requires that you stay firm. After 2 minutes of standing rest from the push-up event, you can begin the curl-up event. You will have 2 minutes to complete it, similar to the push-ups, and you will have to do a minimum of 50, similar to the push-ups. The student shall start by laying flat on his or her back with knees bent, heels approximately 10 inches from the buttocks. As you can see, his heels are very close to his butt. That's what you should be striving for. The arms shall be folded across and touching the chest with the hands touching the upper chest or shoulders. The student's feet shall be held to the deck by a partner's hands. Any other means of securing the member's feet is not authorized. The student curls the body up, touching the elbows to his or her thighs, no more than 3 inches below the knees, while keeping the hands in contact with the chest or shoulders. After touching the elbows to his or her thighs, the student lies back, touching the lower edge of the shoulder blades to the deck. The student may rest in the up or down. May only rest in the down position for 5 seconds, but the hands must remain touching the upper chest or shoulders at all times. Note, when in the up position, the student may only rest with the elbows touching the thighs, not on top of or on his or her knees. Cannot rest that way. The event is ended if the student lowers his or her legs, raises feet off the deck or ground, lifts buttocks off the deck or ground, fails to keep his or her arms folded across and touching the chest, fails to keep his or her hands in contact with the chest or shoulders, remains in the down position for more than 5 seconds, or receives more than 2 verbal warnings for executing incorrect procedures. Demonstrator, please show a couple correct procedures. Excellent. The fourth event is the pull-up event. After 2 minutes of rest from doing the curl-ups, you will conduct the pull-up event. The student shall mount the bar starting with the arms and shoulders fully extended in a dead hang. The student shall pull up his or her body up until the chin is even with or above the top of the bar. The student shall not use a lateral, forward, or backward kipping motion while performing a pull-up. After the chin is past the bar, or is even with the bar, the student must return to the starting position to complete the repetition. The student may rest in the starting position at any time. Both hands must remain on the bar for the duration of the event. The event is ended if the student touches anything other than the horizontal portion of the pull-up bar, removes his or her hands from the bar, or receives more than 2 verbal warnings for executing incorrect procedures. Please mount the bar. Notice how his feet are not touching the ground. He's at a dead hang. Up, down, up, down. His chin is going fully over the bar. He's keeping his hands on the bar at all times. He's not touching the ground and he's not kipping. Up, down. After 10 minutes of rest from the pull-up event, you have your last event, which does not require demonstration. It is a 1.5 mile run in 12 minutes and 30 seconds or less. The run is a timed 1.5 mile run to be completed as quickly as possible. The event shall be conducted on a flat, solid surface, like a track. The student shall stand at start line. The timer shall signal the start and call out time intervals until the completion of the test. The student calls out lap number when passing the timer. Upon completion of the final lap, the student will call out time, and the timer will call out the time to the nearest second. The event is ended if the student stops running or walking other than to retie his or her shoelace or to remove foreign objects from the shoes, deviates from the prescribed course, and completes the 1.5 mile track or road. This has been the DPFT course standards. As I said, there are 5 events: 450 meter swim in under 12 minutes and 30 seconds, 10 minutes of rest, at least 50 push-ups in 2 minutes, 2 minutes rest, 50 curl-ups in 2 minutes, 2 minutes rest, minimum of 6 pull-ups, 10 minutes rest, and then a 1.5 mile run in 12 minutes and 30 seconds or less.